Well, I've not been to Buxton before, so I thought, hey, I could get Northern to just bring me up from Manchester Piccadilly, so here we are. Well, there's no better place to start than the Crescent, which was built in the 1780s by architect John Carr to rival the Royal Crescent in Bath. And just to the northeast of the Crescent stands the Cavendish Arcade, which originally housed the thermal baths. The waters of Buxton, of course, being one of its main attractions. For such a small town, it features an opera house, and across from the opera house stands one of those little curiosities, one of the few remaining Penfold post boxes, this one dating from 1867. The Pavilion Gardens are set on the banks of the River Wye, and water is very much the theme here. The main hall of the pavilion suffered a fire and was rebuilt in 1983. And in a classic piece of Victorian thuggery, a 2,000-year-old Celtic temple was demolished to make way for that bandstand. Crackin'. The Beatles played the Octagon Concert Hall twice in 1963. What an amazing space. Indeed, the pavilion proved a lovely spot for a swift beer. The Palace Hotel was part owned by the London and North Western Railway Company, and it sits directly beside the station. And so we reached the station with the impressive fan window which supported the original overall train shed roof. The London and North Western station here was opened in 1863, on the very same day as its sister station from the Midland Railway. The Midland station was almost a mirror image of this one, including a complimentary fan window, but it was demolished in 1967. But it is beautifully depicted by a model in the station concourse. While small, the concourse does provide a staff ticket office, refreshment vending machines, and a place to sit. Meanwhile, outside, the weather has turned nasty, but this won't deter our Class 150 from getting us to Manchester. Right, let's look at our journey today. Well, we're up in the Peak District in Buxton. We're going to come down through Chapel-in-the-Frith and Whaley Bridge, and then lots and lots of intermediate stations till finally through Stockport and into Manchester Piccadilly. This journey of just over 25 miles will take us a full 60 minutes. The Northern 150s, they're all laid out in the 3+2 formation, and as you'd expect from a commuter train, legroom is pretty tight, but still the 150s have ample overhead luggage racks, and this one has been refurbished to give it a light and airy theme, which is lovely. And there's USB power, which these days I think is a bit neater than the old 3-pin plug.
Manchester Piccadilly. The next stop is Chapel-in-the-Frith.
So it's worth noting that although my school French would lead me to call it Chapel-on-le-Frith, it's actually pronounced Chapel-in-le-Frith here. Crikey, this weather really is bad. I'm very sorry about the raindrops on the window. Beyond the station, freight lines peel off to Breedon's Quarry at Dowlow, Tarmacs at Tunstead and Cemex at Doveholes, with a direct link from those to the Hope Valley line. This lengthy siding allows for Breedon's Quarry trains to reverse at Buxton. Just wish the weather would brighten up. Well, the weather is terrible for recording the views, but I hope you get at least an idea of the beauty of the Peak District today. And through the gloom we get a tantalising glimpse of the Pennines in the distance. Whaley Bridge was the original terminus of the line in 1857 until it was finally extended to Buxton in 1863.
Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly. The The next stop is Furness Vale.
And now those intermediate stations were becoming thick and fast. First up, Furness Vale. I believe the overbridges and signal boxes still sport the London and North Western green and cream colours, but do put me right if I'm wrong. New Mills has two stations, with New Mills Central sitting on the Manchester to Sheffield Hope Valley line.
This is the northern service to Manchester Piccadilly. We will shortly be arriving at Disley.
Well, isn't Disley a lovely, well-kept station? And is that sunshine I detect?
This is the northern service to Manchester Piccadilly.
Middlewood appears to be, well, in the middle of a wood. Certainly with all these stops, it's easy to see how we will take an hour to complete this 25-mile journey. Just before Hazel Grove, we are joined by a spur from the Hope Valley line, which we've just passed under. And at Hazel Grove, things are certainly becoming far more suburban.
We will shortly be arriving at Davenport. We will shortly be arriving at Stockport.
And now we've joined the Crewe Manchester main line at Edgerley.
Customers requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff.
I hope you're enjoying the platform parallax as much as I do.
61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
And we're passed by the EMR service from Liverpool to Norwich. Levenshulme marks our final stop before Piccadilly. Oh boy, that sky looks very threatening. And here we are into Manchester Piccadilly, and our little 150 has got us here spot on time. I bought my tickets today in the northern seat sale, so I only paid £1 each way from Manchester Piccadilly to Buxton and back. Without the seat sale, an off-peak day return for this journey is £12. And with that, we're here at Manchester Piccadilly. And not a moment too soon, as the heavens have opened in true Manchester style. Well, thank you for watching this little trip from Buxton down into Manchester. If you've enjoyed it, then please let me know in the comments and give it a like. And also consider subscribing to the channel as I release a video every Friday. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye from Manchester Piccadilly.